on a good note. He's been there, done that on a couple of occasions early on in the tournament, and would want to make sure he provides that start to his side. All set for the first ball. Here goes Roman Reis. Faisal, the man on strike, and he goes after it. The very first ball clears the infield and comfortably over the line for the first boundary of the innings. And what a start to the game here, Vansh.
Well, you can expect nothing else from Faisal. He's not going to be bobbed down by that occasion and the fact that he's facing the Pakistani international Roman Reis. He's going to go after every delivery. Works on a simple theory: see the ball, hit the ball, and you can certainly set the bar high as far as the opening partnership is concerned. This time flicks it on the onside. That should be a boundary. It is. Roman Reis is asking for that LBW shout. But that one's gone towards the boundary. Maybe caught the inside edge on that one, and even if he didn't, that wasn't hitting the stumps for sure because it was. There you go. In the replay, it was very high. I still think there was some bat involved there. So a good start then for the Fireox unit. 9 for the loss of none after the end of the first.
And an early wicket falls for the Fireox unit CC. Faisal, the man, departs for just 5 of 3. And Sadr Ayub adds a number to his name on the score sheet.
Brilliant stuff from Sadr Ayub. It looked like a plan already from the Osaimi Geotechnic to Faisal because they know how explosive he can be if you bowl the ball on those fuller lengths. You're targeting that short delivery. Second time goes for the short ball. They knew that Faisal is not going to resist going for the pull shot. Had a fielder in the deep specifically for that shot. And finally the plan has worked.
Still standing there contemplating. It looks like the decision has already been made. And he'll have to take a walk back. We've just seen the umpire walking up towards the square leg umpire to have a word. But nothing can change now. The decision is made, and that's wicket number 2 for Fireox unit CC. Both the openers back in the hut now.
That's a big wicket. An unfortunate Mohammad Farooq has to depart. He's still not happy with that decision. But Roman Reis has his first wicket of the afternoon. Good catch by Sadr Ayub as well. Safe as houses. As we have a look at the previous ball, the plan almost working yet again for Sadr Ayub and the OGC club. This time the slower delivery came in from him. So he's mixing it quite well, as I mentioned. A couple of deliveries left in the over. Ayub bowling to Waji. Cut and cut hard. This should be the first boundary for Waji. Brilliantly played. Overcompensating on that occasion, Sadr Ayub on the offside gave himself some room and the opportunity to free his arms. That one raced away towards the boundary.
Well, that was a good shot. Saw the length and stayed on the back foot. Went through with that expansive cut.
Waiting confirmation for that one, but it's a good call made by the captain to have the spinner on and leave Roman Reis out for a couple of overs or so.
Right, so here we go. Slip in place for Asif. In the slot. Goes down the ground. Those are easy pickings. The safest area to access on a cricket field. Gives it a full Monty and has got himself a very well-deserved boundary here.
Well, that's a beautiful shot. It was into the slot there. And Waji just going through with that drive. He always wanted to make it an aerial one. Let's see how the bowler comes. And only thing that the spinners will find here is the bounce. Asif has removed the slip for Abdul here. He's placed him at that short mid-wicket position to avoid the singles. This time goes over the offside. That's a beautiful shot from Abdul. That one was in the slot yet again. You can see Asif is giving the ball some air and he's traveling all the way from the batsman's bat. It's an absolute beauty of a shot from Abdul. Not easy when the ball is spinning away from you, but then still gets good hold of that one. Final delivery of the.
I'll have to try and make sure they stay hydrated. All these players can get really hot in this part of the world. First time I traveled in the Mom was back in 2012.
This time hits that one on the onside and into the gap. That is good connection from Vaji once again. There were a couple of fielders in the deep, one at deep square leg and one at deep mid wicket, and the ball bisecting the two fielders. That's absolutely brilliant batting from the Fireox unit and Vaji. They are ending things off in this power play in some good fashion after being done and dusted early with those two wickets. They've made a slight comeback. First three deliveries going for a couple of runs for Asif. He'll feel much more comfortable bowling once the restrictions are done with. Five fielders now allowed outside the 30-yard circle. He's got protection on the onside. Three fielders there for him. Goes for the big shot. And he gets good contact on that one. And that will be a maximum from Baji. You cannot be bowling short even after the power play because the batsman will wait on these opportunities to hit the ball. No fielder could ever get to that one, that's for sure. Brilliantly played once again by Waji as he gets his second six of the afternoon.
That's right.
And maybe, just maybe, the deep mid wicket fielder could have done a better job there. A boundary to end another successful over. Fireox unit 65 for 2.
It will be very interesting to see who will be bowling from this end because Asif has been a touch expensive. Will they try and go for a third over for Asif, or will we see a change in the bowling? Looks like there's a change. Another spinner introduced into the attack. 65 for 2 after the end of. Missed out completely. Good start to the over. There you see the projected score. The current will take them to 146. 9 over to 165. They want to make sure they go with the steady pace that they have maintained in the last few overs. It has come down a bit slightly. Picked up towards the onside. One bounce. Oh, it's missed out. That should have been stopped. That was always going away from Asif. Couldn't quite get to the end of it, and in the end concedes a boundary, a very timely boundary from Fireox Unit CC's perspective.
There you
String
go.
on the bat.
Fireox unit has been really good. They've been successful in creating those opportunities to hit boundaries, especially Waji. 42 of 27. What a knock he's playing under pressure. Final league game, as we've mentioned, for the Fireox. On the onside, played very well for a boundary. He doesn't have to be bowling there. Farid, pretty short and pretty much on the pads on that occasion as well. And easy pickings for the batsman as the short fine leg was inside the circle.
Just helped it on its way. Not the sort of line that you would want to be bowling. He's gone for runs, providing some width to the batsman. Not taken for runs. Making those adjustments to the field, Arslan. It's got off to a decent start here. Shot this time. Clears the infield. A long chase, but they could only retrieve the ball on that occasion. That was flying away. A very timely boundary again for Fireox Unit CC. And again, after a couple of dot deliveries, they fancy their chances, chance their arm, and get a boundary here once.
Excellent batting this from Abdul on this occasion.
A couple of dot deliveries, they fancy their chances, chance their arm, and get a boundary here once.
Excellent batting this from Abdul on this occasion. Was striking at under 100 with that boundary. Just goes over that runner ball. Once again, inside out this time. What a shot this is. Oh my word, that's into the parking lot. And what a brilliant shot this from Abdul. We were just mentioning that he needs to make a move on into his innings. And boy, oh boy, is he doing that. 10 runs off the last two balls of Arslan's second.
Well, that was a shot and a half. Got to the pitch of the ball inside out. No intention to keep that one down.
As you said, he was trying to run that one towards third man. It's the slightest of outside edges. Dropped catch and a missed run out opportunity at the non-striker's end as well. Couple of opportunities gone begging.
We have to try and take those ones. Oh, it's connected one this time. That's gone for a maximum. Well, that just adds a bit of insult to an injury. Vaji getting 6 of the very best. And what more, that's his 50. A very well played, well compiled knock by Vaji just when his team needed that. He came into bat with a full.
That was a missed opportunity from Vaji. He's put those full tosses to damage, but not on that occasion.
A bit premeditated. This time rocks him to the back foot and has pierced the gap. Finally, that snakes all around the park and crosses the rope for another boundary. This was short and wide, asking for trouble, and was dealt with superbly.
What a good looking shot that one. Transferring all his weight onto the back foot. Just playing that one in that.
They are more than capable. Both these batsmen are clean strikers of the cricket ball, and they have showcased it and how. Vaji has gone great guns. This time, he's got the elevation, but not the distance. Will that be taken? And finally, something Osaimi Geotechnic have managed to hang on to. A good catch in the end by Arslan, and Umar picks up a wicket. And that a big one of Vaji, who's been batting so well, and they are up on their seats.
Omar getting the applause as well. Third opportunity that he's created for the catch. The new batsman will have to get settled in quickly because we're into the business end of the innings now. The cheering of every ball are the men from the Osaimi Geotechnic. This time it's up in the air and it's running away towards the boundary as well. No chance for the fielder Ayub. A lucky boundary for Usman, and the score just moving briskly for the Fireox unit with every passing over.
Again, a very timely boundary for Fireox Unit CC. Went through with the shot. Played wide of his body. Just over the field. Just to carry his bat through. Arslan back for another one. Usman has got himself off to a decent start. 7 of 4 for him, going at 8.64. Shot again, helped away. And that's going to run down for another boundary. A very good start to the over once again. Again, Arslan a touch shorter with his length. Staying away from the batsman. Stayed on the back foot deep within the crease and just guided the ball towards that third man region. Third man is up inside the circle, and that allows the ball to trickle down for another boundary.
6 runs off this over so far. It'll be interesting to see how Usman targets the leg spinner here. Short delivery. Looking to cut that one, and he's found his way there. Beautifully caressed in that gap. And with that four, that will be 50 for the batsman here. Abdul Wahid, 50 not out now of just 34. And he's played the second fiddle as we mentioned in the earlier partnership, but certainly taking the leadership role here. What an innings this has been from.
But decides to go over. Oh, that's he scored that. It was brilliantly taken. Looked like for a moment that it was just clearing that infield. Wasn't the case to be. A very good catch under the circumstances and big wicket. After a very well made half century, Abdul Wahid departs.
Well, an amazing innings comes to an end from Abdul Wahid. Brilliant half century, but he's done his job here. Wrong time to get dismissed, I would say. When he was always looking to be on the aggressive here. Good catch taken by Sadr Ayub as well. After that fall of wicket, Fireox unit 134 for 4. As we have a look at the replay once. We have to look at the replay once again because from the first sight it looked like he'd comfortably taken that. Was it in motion? Well, that's a thing of the past now because the batsman has already gone out. Hassan Talal, the new batsman in.
Got it away towards the third man. Up inside the circle. That should run down for another 4. A very good start to the innings for Hassan Talal. Is known to unleash some big blows. And the stage is perfectly set for him. Comes out, presented with a delivery, short and wide. All he had to do was get some bat on the ball. And with the third man inside the circle, ball.
We've seen the likes of Hassan Talal and Faisal Rashid participate in Qatar a few months back as well for the Fireox Unit Cricket Club, along with, of course, the captain Waqas Alvi, who trusts them a lot. There's Hassan with the opportunity to go for the big shots. Has he connected that one well enough? Well, he has. Into where the containers are. Beautifully played from Hassan Talal. Read the slower delivery very well. And he's watching the ball like a football at the moment. 3 balls 10 for him to start off.
Well, he's known for those big shots, and he has unleashed that back of the hand, and it was just going one way after it got the connection needed. Brilliant shot for a maximum by Hassan Talal.
Once again, playing that one towards point. Is it in the gap? Yes, it is. Beautifully played from Hassan Talal. He's showing us an exhibition of the range of shots that he has. Started off with the late cut, then smashed that one over long on. And this one, you can say a slight misfield as well that should have been stopped. Into the gap for a boundary. 14 for Hassan Talal of the first 4 balls that he's faced, with the delivery still left. And what a display of batting this has been from the Fireox today. Captain Waqas Alvi mentioned at the toss that they don't mind batting first on this wicket. Surely true. Going for the paddle this time. Will be given as a wide. Ruman Rais isn't happy with that one. And they'll take a single as well. This is excellent batting. And excellent running between the wickets as well. Between Hassan and Usman.
Clearly not happy there with the call. Contemplating that the batsman moved away. That was definitely...
Second dropped catch for Mohsin as well. He's in no position to take that one. That's not how you catch a cricket ball for sure. Fell on the ground very easily and quickly. Maybe the sun bothering him as well. Here comes Omar. Bowled him on that occasion. He says, let me do the job myself and not rely on my fielders. Brilliantly bowled from Omar. The slower delivery came into the picture. and it was Fuller on that occasion, deceiving Usman. Fifth wicket goes down for the Fireox unit here.
Again, premeditated, moving across the line, exposing.
Three deliveries left. They'll be targeting that 185, maybe 10 runs off the last three. Hassan Talal will surely be looking to go for a maximum. Be wary of the slower deliveries from Omar. This time a slow one once again. It's in the slot though. It's high up. Does it have the distance? Yes, it has. Well, that was quite unpredictable from Omar there. Hassan Talal fetching that one from a bit outside the off stump. At the end of the day, it was in the slot. He just launched into that one, did Hassan, for another maximum.
A bit of
Hassan for another maximum.
a trigger movement before he faced that. Got himself towards slightly more towards
Once
the
again,
offside
it's
mark.
up in the air. This time he hasn't connected that one as well. And finally, there's a catch being taken. Omar gets his third wicket, where he should have had more for some less runs given. But finally, Hassan Talal dismissed. Three opportunities presented by Hassan Talal. He'd been dropped on twice occasions, and this time, easy catch for long off. Finally, latch on to one here, Junaid.
And that's right. Finally, something to cheer for.
He misses out on the direct hit as well, and that will mean 3 runs. Oh, this is excellent running between the wickets. Roman Reis dropping that one, throwing it on the non-striker's end, and what an end to the innings for the Fireox unit. 13 runs coming off, in fact 14 runs coming off that last over. The ball was always swirling up in the air and he was never in a comfortable position to catch that one, the big man. At the end of the 20 overs, 184 for 6. They've run 4, beg your pardon, not even 3. Excellent running between the wickets from Jalat and Faisal as they complete a comprehensive. Once again, this time a slip in place for the right-hander. Plays that one on the offside. That will be the first boundary of the innings. Brilliantly played from Umar. In fact, that's gone for a maximum. That was the amount of timing he got on that. Slightly wider, Fuller smashes that one for a 6. Just over that point fielder. It's not an easy shot to hit. Watches the ball very, very closely. Does Umar on that occasion. 6 to open his account. 8 of 2 for him, Junaid.
It's good discipline. Hits the right areas consistently. He would want to make sure he gets some wickets straight away. It's a crucial game for Fireox Unit CC. They want to make sure they grab those 2 points and get themselves to 5. He goes after it and has cleared the infield with ease. No chance whatsoever for that third man to get across and stop that ball from going towards the boundary line. A good start to the over once again. Staying in line there. Osman providing a bit of width to the batsman. He didn't try to keep it down, just went through with that strike and gets a 4.
Down on one knee. Opening that off, some extra swing on that occasion towards Mohammad Farooq.
That's right, pitched way out, and that swing is taking the ball further away from the left-hander. He'll have to hit those right areas, the right channels.
Cuts that one away. It is third man, but no chance for him. That will be 4 more. He's using the pace on that delivery and he's using the pace brilliantly. Hit it under the eyes. Hits that one over the flying slip for another boundary. What a start this has been from the left-hand, right-hand duo.
And again, no intention.
Want to be as full and as much in the good length as possible. Currently, he's bowling very short. This time, frees his arms once again. Another boundary. This time, a slightly lucky one, you should say. Kashif looking to go over that covers fielder, then getting that outside edge, a thickish outside edge, which almost travelled as well for a maximum. Dealing in boundaries at the moment.
Well, they've got the runs they needed in the first couple of overs and some breathtaking stroke play already. They've come out with a proper plan. They will target the first six and they have got the off-stump mark. He would try
Edge
and
this
open up
time.
that area.
And taken. Brilliant catch there. And Usman has his head down. But he's got a wicket and he's got the big fish of Kashif. Brilliant catch and good captaincy by Captain Waqas Alvi as well. Keeping that fielder behind. There were a couple of edges that flew towards that region and making a quick change and getting instant returns out of that.
Well, that was a brilliant move, a master stroke from Waqas Alvi. The third man was a bit
Tournament so far. Yes, they did lose that first game against the Tamimi Tafga. It's been superb ever since that. Got one win and one no result in the points table currently. If they win this one, well, chances of them qualifying just increase a hell lot more. That's a catch. Caught and bowled, hitting the inside half of the bat. Waji was challenging the left-hander, and what a mastermind Waqas Alvi is to bring him on.
an inspired bowling change. Asif Khan departs without troubling the... Hasn't given anything away. Just to run a single conceded off the very first delivery. It's been 4 dot balls and a wicket.
And then final delivery of his first over. Flicks that one, it's up in the air. Shouts of catch it. But that's gone for a maximum. Brilliant timing there from Huzaifa. Opens his account with a maximum. Surprises Waji. Slight shuffle across the stumps. Just turns that delivery into a maximum.
Again, those wrists coming into play.
But move on to the back foot. Here comes Usman. Charging in to the right-hander. Short and wide, it's up in the air. Shouts of catch it and easily taken. Another wicket in the power play for the Fireox unit and for Usman. Usman's heroics in the previous game. And now he's continuing with the ball in hand. 2 for 18 for him after being expensive in that first one. Umar trying to go for the cut shot over the infield. Only gets elevation and no distance.
Well, these are some big wickets to get themselves settled in a bit. Starting to go with one shot too many, and that has brought the downfall of the openers, especially. Usman Raj has found himself back into the game.
Arslan is the new batsman. Starts off with a glorious shot on the offside. There was a huge gap for the batsman to go for the drive, and he's taken the chance on that one. Touch fuller from Usman. And you can see the applause is coming in from the wicketkeeper because that is certainly the plan that they're operating with. They want the batsman to drive and access that very gap so that they can produce the out. Usman continuing. No surprises. Into his third over, bowled a brilliant last over. Type of wicket as well. Here he comes running in to bowl the final over of the power play now.
Oh, he goes big this time. Has he got enough? That's skied up in the air. That's gone for a maximum. What a shot that is. Going straight down the ground. It was going in just one direction. That was struck sweetly right off the meat of the bat. and 6 of the very best. That was in the perfect slot. Steps away, presents full face of the blade, gives the ball a full Monty, and gets
Into the slot, goes for the drive, does Huzaifa on that occasion, and gets 4 more runs. This is excellent batting. Turns out to be a balanced power play, in my opinion. 3 wickets down, 58 runs on the board, and in a 185 run chase. Middle overs will be crucial from here on, Junaid.
well, that's right, and that last over has just got things in balance because otherwise you would have considered Fireox Unit CC had an upper hand in the first 6. But those 12 13 runs scored in the 6th over. It's got the things in control. Oh, he slashed at it. Protection out there in the deep. Looked like for a moment that ball was going a bit squarer. That one went straight towards the fieldsman. And in case if you have joined in late and have missed out on the action, this is how the innings started. A flurry of boundaries and quick wickets. And this time again towards the offside, towards the right of the third man and into the boundary for another 4. He's starting to take a liking to the bowling here. Arslan has got another boundary. That current run rate has gone above 10.
That's a good shot on the offside. They need to continue scoring those boundaries.
Another 4. He's starting to take a liking to the bowling here. Arslan has got another boundary. That current run rate has gone above 10.
That's a good shot on the offside. They need to continue scoring those boundaries.
Has that taken the outside edge? Looks like it has. The batsman doesn't even wait for the umpire's signal. Takes a long walk back to the tent, and Hassan Talal gets on the wickets column straight away. Balled in the right areas. Good length delivery. Trying to access that offside field once again. Could only manage to get an outside edge straight to Mohammad Farooq, who doesn't make any mistake. So Arslan Amin departs.
Whether you're batting first or bowling first, wickets are going to be very crucial in this format of the game. So far, he's picked up 4. Full length this time, just played on the offside. That's running away towards the boundary. Huzaifa, the man, 15 of 5 now, striking at 300. Brilliant shot over the point fielder. Tried to crossbar that one. Couldn't get even fingertips.
Again, taken on the full.
The accuracy with which he's bowling, he'll keep on hitting that good length mark. Whether or not he picks up a wicket, surely look to be much more economical in these middle overs and rely on the batsmen to throw their wickets themselves rather than going for that extra effort or the extra nip off the surface. Edged and taken. Exactly the point that I was making. Hitting the good length mark once again. And Atif has been rewarded pretty early in his spell. This is some superb display of bowling now by the Fireox unit. Conceded a few runs. They've managed to put half the side of the Osaimi Geotechnic back into the pavilion. Mohsin Rajput goes for just 3. Halfway done in this run chase, 84 for the loss of 5.
Right, Waqar Salvi. Oh, he's been treated with a massive shot towards the mid-wicket region. That's gone all the way for a 6. Much to the delight of the managing director of Osaimi. That was in the slot for him. And he gives it a full Monty. That was
What a
huge
shot this
one.
from Farid. And I think this will be the over that they'll be targeting. Waqar Salvi has been a bit expensive. Especially in the last match, he was very expensive. Let's see what he comes up with this time around.
6 off the first delivery. Brings out the reverse. There's a loud appeal there given by the umpire. He was pretty animated. Waka Salvi. The keeper joined in. The batsman holds his ground. Doesn't seem to be too happy with that. Not quite sure if he managed to get something on it. The moment that ball was delivered.
Wicket, but look at the economy that he's operated with. The other bowlers have gone for tens and nines and eights. Asif going at 3.5 currently. That's been the difference maker.
Oh, it goes big this time. Has he got enough on that? Yes, he has. That's gone for a maximum. There was a fielder down there. He took the chance. It was in the slot for him. And Huzaifa, giving absolutely everything, has managed to get a crucial maximum. Definitely in the slot.
Well, it was in the slot, as you rightly mentioned, beautifully played from balls as sighters before he strikes. And Huzaifa will have to bat very, very cleverly from here on. 3 deliveries to go for Atif Sova. This time, Zayed goes for the big shot. Has he connected that one well enough? Yes, he has. A couple of bounces, and the ball goes towards the boundary. Well, I was wrong with that. Zayed is not having any sighters at all. He's going after the bowlers right from the get-go.
Well, again, in the slot for the batsman. Gives it a full swing of the bat and gets the desired result. So 11 will.
Waqas Alvi into his third over. 1 for 16, his figures currently. He can break this partnership. That will give the advantage to the Fireox unit, I would say.
It goes big once again towards that mid-wicket region. That's skied in the air. That's out of here. Over those tents and into those open spaces out of the park. Another maximum. That was a brilliant shot. Down on one knee. Has picked up his spot brilliantly, Huzaifa. And dispatched with disdain once again.
That one has to be the longest six of the hour. That one will be given as a dead ball by the umpire. But he gives a warning, I guess, to the batsman to be ready on time. There's Hassan Talal.
Let's pull that one. That should be out of here. Another maximum. Well, Ziyad is more than capable of striking those big blows. And on the first ball of the over, Hassan Talal has been dispatched for a maximum. Got himself into the position and pulled that one out of here, out of the park for a huge six. What a shot that was. Crashes towards the offside. Protection in the deep. Will only be a single. He's going to come back for the second. No, decides against it.
Two right-handers have brought their side into this game. Just 58 more required now. Hassan Talal getting through his overs rather quickly. Full toss on the onside. A misfield which goes towards the boundary. Managing director, Mr. Mahmood, is quite happy with the kind of batting effort that these two batsmen are putting up against the Fireox unit here. Well, a full toss onto the pads is not what Waqas Alvi would be hoping from his bowlers. Hassan Talal, with the experience that he's got, has been brought into the attack to break the partnership. Instead, he's gone for 12 in the first 4. This time, once again, has that gone out of the park? No, it hasn't. It's gone towards the fielder at deep mid-wicket. Vaji picks up a good catch in the deep. Under pressure. Well, with some wind as well. He caught that one with 2 hands. And Hassan Talal after conceding 12 in the first four, picks up that wicket of Zayad.
Right, has he got the distance? And a brilliantly judged catch out there in the deep. And that should be the curtains as far as the run chase goes in this game. Huzaifa, the main man, chancing his arm against Jalad Khan and has been picked out in the deep. A well-judged catch brings his downfall, and number 8 departs for OGC with 134 on the board, still requiring 51 in the last 6.
That's a huge moment in this game. Josefa, looking to go for the big shot, finds the deep square leg fielder and gets caught. It was a good catch once again in the deep. The catching has been perfect from the Fireox Unit Cricket Club. And I think fielding is going to be the difference maker.
This game is well within the grab of Fireox Unit CC. They have their tails up with just Roman and one more wicket to follow. Right, 46 to get off 30. Oh, he goes big once again. Has he got enough? No, he hasn't. Safely held by Faisal. Ruman Reis trying to maximize on the opportunity. Couldn't quite get the timing right. Doesn't get the elevation, doesn't get the distance at all. And he has to take a long walk back to the tent. So Atif picks up one more. It's 139 for and was inviting for trouble. Doesn't get the connection. Will be a wide and scamper across for making it a double in the end. Have to have that discipline back into the bowling. Waqas Alvi, his bowling is full quota. He's gone for 31 so far. In the slot, launched straight up in the air. Has he got enough? He hasn't. Holds out in the deep. A well-judged catch by Jalat Khan, and that's it from the run chaser's perspective. OGC bundled out for 147 inside 17 overs. And what a display from the boys in yellow and black. Sadar Ayub, the last man dismissed, winning the toss, deciding to bat first, putting runs on